Hello there, and welcome to another Starfield video. So today we're going to be talking about the upcoming ship community stream build. So if this is your first time watching these videos, every month for the past 2 months we have done a little kind of a competition where I give you guys a specific requirement on building a ship, and then you guys build a ship, and then at the end of the week when all the kind of the entries have been built by me, we do a live stream and we have some judges that basically judge the ships, and we will pick certain winners and they get some little kind of bragging rights on the Discord. Nothing, there's no like actual prizes. But yeah, so I suppose we get into it. So for this one, we're going to take a look. This month's ship is going to be a fighter. Why can I not jump? Apparently, oh, it's because I have no jetpack. Well, so we're gonna, let me just put on my jetpack. Or my jump pack, I should say. So we're gonna be building a fighter. I'm gonna give you guys a better look in a minute, but the idea behind it, a little bit of the lore, obviously, is for anyone that might be not familiar, like when it comes to fighters, what makes a fighter. Generally, like, fighters are meant to be kind of easy to mass produce combat vessels that are small enough that they can evade larger capital ships, while being cheap enough to manufacture that you can kind of have numerous. So think of like the X-Wing or the TIE Fighter from Star Wars, or like the Saber or the Long Sword, maybe not the Long Sword from Halo, but yeah, basically that sort of stuff. So if we take a look at the vessel, so like always, there's going to be a requirement when it comes to doing this shipbuilding competition. You have to keep the ship under certain requirements. So the first requirement is the ship has to be B class or lower. Now it is up to you whether you want to do A class or B class. We'll get talking in a minute about the judging and stuff. So again, though, it's up to you if you want to do A class or B class. I went with B class just because the size difference between A and B is kind of minuscule, and you get a little bit more weapons to play around with. And then size-wise, the ship can be no longer than 25 meters from the fore to the mid, or the aft to the mid. So if we really quickly look, see this number here, 22, and this number here, 22. When you're submitting your ship, it has to be less than 25. So as long as that number is 25 or lower, you're good to go. If it's higher than that, if it's 28, if it's 30, I won't be accepting it. So depending on how you do it, if you, let's say you submit your entry really early and I catch it, you might be able to fix it. I might be like, that's too big, fix it, But if you kind of send it to me late and it's too big, I'm just going to have to basically like, sorry, it's too late. And then on the sides here, we've got port and starboard. The maximum size is going to be 15. So both of these numbers can't be bigger than 15, so 15 or lower. So that's pretty much it in terms of the ship. When it comes to the layout of the ship, if you've ever submitted entries before, you should know what's going on. But generally, what I like to do to make things as simple as possible is I like to kind of cut them into little sections. So, like, let's say, for instance, there's the first half, and then we're going to highlight the second half. Now, you may notice with this ship, there's some merging in. You can merge if you want. That is perfectly fine. We will have, I know that just going by some of the kind of the ship designers, we have some that merge and some that don't merge. Again, it's perfectly fine. So let me really quickly, just gonna, for merged components, I'm just gonna kind of like set them like this. So if you do, let's say if you do merge like that, so basically the layout would look something like this. Let me grab this, and we're going to move this back here, like so. And then these sit above here. So like I said, if you're going the route of merging, obviously, if you're going the route of merging, you got to showcase the merging. So generally, it'd be set up like this. Each level, you'll send me a screenshot of each level, like that. Let's level 1. Just enough that I can see what's on it. And then level 2. And in the situation if there is merges, like, make it clear. So, like, let's say, for instance, you would take a screenshot of this and be like, all of these pieces are merged into here. And then with regards, like say for instance, also these little kind of wing pieces are merged in. Just basically make it very clear about the merging, and I can do most merging, so you don't need to really go too in depth. Yeah, this piece sits in here like that, and the missile kind of attaches to the end. So just for, and then that would like sit on that. So yeah, in the case of that, you could basically just have it like that, just so I can see the pieces. And usually, like I said, usually I can figure out how they fit together, so don't worry too much about that. But yeah, so when it comes to the judges, so usually in the past I would be a judge. And while I felt personally that might have been, some people might see that unfair for a couple of reasons. One of the kind of the primary reasons it might have been considered unfair was that I build the ships, so a lot of the time I already, you know, like I know who has built what. So this time, instead of having our 2 guest judges, we're going to have 4 guest judges, everything permitting. So we're going to have some fan favorites returning. We're going to have Binary with his voice translator. Hopefully, we got to make sure. And we're going to have Flippy, the man who likes to give people ones and tell them their ships are like sandwiches. We're also going to have 2 special guests. We've got some friends of the channel. We've got Nolgroth, who at this point in the video, he will have been seen twice on my channel. He's a very talented builder, and he does a really good job of kind of showcasing like non-merge kind of Starfield vanilla builds. He does a little bit of merging, but nothing major. So it'll be interesting bringing him into it because he's going to be very kind of like looking at it from a design point of view. And then we also have Mr. Michael himself, the coffee man, who, Michael, as you see, he is also an avid builder. But he's also kind of like, he's going to be, him and Flippy are kind of the personality, you know? Which it'll be fun to see them, considering last time, for anyone that doesn't know, last time Flippy gave Michael's ship a 1 and said it looked like a sandwich. So there might be a little bit of animosity there, you know, it'll add to the drama. No, I'm joking. But yeah, so once this goes live, this will go live on Wednesday. You basically have till the next Wednesday, so you have exactly 7 days to get it in. So what you will do is the kind of the requirements is you have to be in the Discord. Link in my YouTube bio, and then once you join the Discord, what you're going to do is you're going to DM me the ship. So all you're going to basically do is like break it down into the pictures, like I said. So you have like picture 1, bam, picture 2, bam, picture 3. And then with the color scheme, for instance, you're going to, so in this situation, let me highlight. My color scheme is there's color 1, color 2, color 3, exactly like that. Now, these entries will all be anonymous. So when you do build your ship, you don't need to tell me the name or anything because I will just be saving them as entry 1, entry 2, entry 3, and so on and so forth. And when you do submit a ship to me, this is very imperative. We're going to have voting. So the way it'll work is the judges are going to give a score out of 5, each one of them. And then at the end of the voting, the top 4 are going to be automatically given the winner spot. And then the 5th winner spot will be a vote system that will take place on the Discord. It will be live for 24 hours. Everyone will get to pick their favorite ship anonymously. And the one with the most vote wins. If there is a tie, we will include both of them. So yeah, so that being said, when you do submit a ship, please keep it as anonymous as possible, both prior to the live stream and during the live stream, just because we want to, like I said, it's fun. We don't want to have any kind of bias where people are like, oh, that's my ship, you should vote for it, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I look forward to hearing from you guys and seeing what ships you can get, and should be a good night. Yeah. As always, guys, don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching.